Hey there, job seekers and career changers. I'm Sarah Breyer, a former recruiter turned career coach with 20 years experience in agency and internal hiring. I have spent my career helping people land great jobs, and now I'm diving deep into the world of AI, artificial intelligence, to show you how the latest job seeking tools can give you the edge in your career search. In this channel, I'm going to be testing and reviewing AI-powered job search platforms, CV builders, interview prep assistants, the lot, helping you to navigate this amazingly fast-changing world of AI, but also with job seeking. Quick heads up, I'm not affiliated with any of these tools at all. I just love exploring this intersection between recruitment and AI that's going to help great people get great jobs. So if you're ready to take your job search to the next level, make sure you hit that subscribe button because there'll be loads of tools that you're going to need to see. And let's get started. The first one we're looking at today is Jobs Scout, jobs-scout.com. This platform is going to help us optimize our CV perfectly for any job. It is going to use the powerful AI engine to analyze job descriptions to see the keywords and phrases and experience that we might be missing. Now, why would we use this? Jobs are harder to get than ever. Job platforms, applicant tracking systems are using artificial intelligence and other clever wizardry to either help our CVs bubble to the top or them to sink to the bottom. And how they're doing that is via keywords and phrases in your CV. So if you see me online anywhere, you'll often hear me talking about aggressively tailoring your CV. You'll hear me saying about forensically adding in keywords and phrases. This is what you need to do. Because the more keywords and phrases that you've got in there, think of it like as a point system, that it will bubble to the top. The less that you have in there, sink into the bottom, even if you're the most qualified candidate. So this is going to help us with that, which is great. This platform is really simple to use. So if you are new to AI, if this is all a little bit scary, this is actually probably one of the easiest things I've ever seen in my life when it comes to tech. So really easy, I'm just going to walk you through it. So you can get started for free. There doesn't seem to be any pricing options. There's no kind of add-ons, which I'm sure will come at some point, as they always do. But you can add in just your email address and create a password, and that's it. You're in. And once we're in, it takes us to this page, My Jobs. These are jobs that I've already put in to have a good old play around, and you can see some of the information that we've got in here. What we need to do is we need to add a job in for it to even start to take a look at. So within here, you can add in the job title, the company name, the application link, so the website that it came from, and some job description text that we've got in there. I've just put the job title, the company name, the link to the job, and the job description text, so copied it from the job ad and bunged it in here. You can also go to the LinkedIn job posting part and just put the URL in. So we've got that in there, and we're going to press submit. Now what it's doing is having a look at the information within the job description, figuring out what it understands, looking at requirements, that sort of thing. We've not even given it a CV to look at yet, and it's going to give us a bit of a report on that information. So it's analysed the job posting. We've got no CV in there, so this bit is empty. It's identified 13 job requirements, 20 interview questions, and we also have a place that we can put our own notes. So let's go see what it's about. So we've gone in here and we've got a couple of bits of information, but we've got no CV in there. So let's add a CV in. So analyse resume, top right hand corner, and you can upload a fresh CV or select an existing one that I've already given it. So I've got a test CV in here. Now the CV that I've got in here bears no resemblance to this job at all. This was just a random job that I picked up. So we're going to have a look at both. So it's having a look at the CV, looking at it next to the job description. It's going to build a cover letter for us, fantastic, and generate a little report. So within just a few seconds, I didn't pause the video at all, it just happened. It's had a look at what is available. Now it said that it's a 54% match. So just for full disclosure, the CV that I put in was a VP of HR, a really senior HR person with a global remit, right? This job is a lead clinical coordinator, so somebody who's a qualified psychologist or psychotherapist, so quite different. So it said that it's a 54% match. What it's shown us quite easily in red and yellow, and there'll be an amber one here somewhere, what is relevant, what is not. So it said your CV doesn't meet this requirement of being a qualified psychologist. Now it may be that I forgot to put it in there, silly me, so I can add that in there. It's had a look at the other skills that I might have, so experiencing screening clients, I don't know whether that's true or not. Ability to take immediate action, sure. Contractual obligations, yeah, sure. So some of these like soft skills, relationship building, producing reports, all of those things, but actually the critical parts of the job I don't have a match to. So you can choose to ignore these, so you can get rid of that, and that will reduce it the percentage wise. If you're going to ignore some of these, if you're going to say, well, for this job you don't need to be a qualified psychologist, then it will increase that match. So you can see a whole list of them where the action that you would take is to take the suggestion, go to your CV and make those changes. In the tabs along the top here, you've got job postings, so that's the information that I put in, but it's also pulled out the key requirements for the job just on the right here. So it's just, especially if you've got these really long job descriptions, it's going to shrink it down into just, 10 to 12 points. There's 13 on here, even though it's quite a short job description. You then just tell you what is it that this job wants, which can be quite helpful with all the different job titles and, trying to read so much. This can be really helpful. In the next tab, it's going to give us potential interview questions. Now, these are not the interview questions that are going to be asked of you. There's 20 questions here and there's no way you're going to be asked all of these. However, if you can prepare answers to all of these questions, and it's giving you some tips here how to actually answer that question, whatever question that they throw at you in the interview, you're going to be able to answer because you've practiced over 10. In the cover letter tab, it's written a covering letter for you. It's looked at your job description, it's looked at your CV, and it has created a job description, which is, it's created a covering letter, which is great. And you can also put some notes in here too. So, applied on this date, heard from them on that date, whatever. And you can tell it what status is, whether you've applied, whether you're interviewing, so you can see how these things are going. You could even use this as a database just to really understand how your job search is going. By changing this, you should be able to see that on the front there. So you can see we've applied for these jobs or, been rejected or what have you. So you've got the score here, all of the information and the notes, and then you can obviously delete it if you so choose. Now, this job has a closer match. This is an HR type job. However, the job is still quite different from the CV that I put in as a test. I'm not sure that it matches as close as it says it does. Using something like ChatGPT to analyse the data, in my opinion, is probably a better thing to use. But if you wanted to manage your applications, keep them all in one place so you can see them, create those covering letters, look at those interview questions, it is a really great start to start understanding how AI is working and then how to use it for your job search. The things that I would watch out for are with the covering letter. If you actually read this, it's going to be quite beige. It's a system has written it that doesn't know you. They don't know how passionate you are about this particular organisation. They don't know why you trained to do this particular job, or a real key achievement that maybe you haven't put on your CV. So even though this is functional, and if I had to get a covering letter out in a minute, I would probably not even look at this and I would just send it out. But what I would do is humanise it. Go through this line by line and say, oh, is that me? Is that the person that I want them to know? Is it all correct? And what else can I add to make it really, really sparkle? Because a lot of people will be using AI, and if a covering letter is recommended, everyone will be churning out the same garbage, right? So if we make sure we delete those Zs, if you're in the UK of course, and making sure that you just add in something that is about you, that talks about your passion for the role or something like that. But as with anything, it is great to start with something on a page rather than a blank page. When you go to my resumes, my CVs, you'll see the different CVs that you've got and which jobs that you've applied for with them. So nice and easy. You can put your CV in the editor, so you can do the editing within the platform. I don't know whether I'd do that. You can create a whole one in there. I don't know whether I'd bother with that, if I'm honest. And under the job board, it goes to a beta testing job board. So there's nearly 76,000 jobs in there, but they're all based in the United States. So if you want to apply for jobs in Brighton, Michigan, I'm guessing that's Michigan, then, or Missouri, who knows, then you can apply for jobs in the States. So, you know, this will be sucking these jobs in from somewhere outside, so you can have a look through that. So this was a really simple AI system to use, and the score that I would give it would probably be a 6 out of 10, to be honest. Oh, 7? No, a 6 out of 10. And while it is really great for a novice user of AI, just to start understanding why we need to change things in our CV, what kinds of things would need to change, and to do it at a really nice, simple level where it's not too complicated, it's not overwhelming, you can make the changes really quickly, this is great. But that forensic examination, those keywords that we need to make sure are in, I'm not sure that this goes into enough detail, if I'm honest. The covering letter part is great because wherever you get this from, you're going to need to make some edits. And the interview questions are brilliant because it also gives you that what would they be looking for in the blurb underneath. So while it's got some redeeming features, the CV tailoring bit, I'm not sure is my favourite. So I'm going to keep looking for more tools that are going to be really good. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, just don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell so you never miss an AI job seeking related update. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried this tool? What's your experience? Drop a comment below, let's talk about it. And remember, whether you're switching careers, re-entering the job market, or aiming for your dream role, I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help great people get great jobs. So I'll see you in the next video.